Let's be real. Is your company's communication just a total mess of emails, files scattered everywhere, and notifications that never, ever stop? If you're nodding along, you are definitely not alone. But what if? What if there was a way to get a handle on all that chaos? To create one single place for everything your organization needs to know? Well, that's what we're talking about today. How a CMS intranet can do exactly that.
Does this whole scene sound familiar? You've got those endless email chains, documents saved on who knows what drive, and you're constantly fighting just to find that one piece of information you actually need. It's a super common problem, and it's got a name: information overload.
And look, this isn't just a hunch or a feeling. It's a real, measurable issue. The research shows that a staggering 80% of employees say they experience this exact kind of information overload. I mean, that's a massive drain on productivity, right? It leads to missed deadlines, seriously frustrated teams, and ultimately, it hits the bottom line. So what's the fix?
Well, the answer is all about creating a single source of truth, a central hub that brings everything, and more importantly, everyone together. And this, right here, is where CMS Intranet becomes the hero of the story.
So, what is this thing exactly? The easiest way to think about it is like your company's own private internal website. Now, that CMS part, the content management system, that's the magic ingredient. It basically means that anyone, whether you're in HR or marketing, can create and update pages without having to know a single line of code. It's a total game changer.
And the why behind it all is really what matters. A system like this, when it's done right, delivers some seriously powerful results. We're talking about a major upgrade to your internal comms. It helps foster real, actual team collaboration. It enhances productivity across the board because information is just there when you need it. And it totally streamlines how you share knowledge through the company.
With benefits like those, it's really no surprise that so many companies are jumping on board. But okay, once you decide you need one, you're suddenly standing at a crossroads. Not all intranets are the same, and picking the right one for your organization, well, that's the critical first step.
So how do you make that choice? You really start by looking at the two main paths you can go down. You can either host it all yourself, or you could use a cloud-based service. Let's kind of break down what that really means.
Okay, this table really lays it all out, comparing self-hosted versus cloud-hosted options across 4 really critical areas. Here's the bottom line. While those self-hosted options might look cheaper at first glance, they often come with a ton of hidden costs and require a lot of IT muscle to maintain and keep secure. Cloud-based solutions, on the other hand, give you a predictable monthly fee, they're built for normal, non-technical people to use, and they take all the security headaches off your plate. So, let's say you've picked your path. You're going with cloud, or you're going self-hosted. Now you need a blueprint. What are the specific features you should be looking for to make sure your intranet is actually going to be useful and, that people will actually want to use it?
The best way to think about this is to group the features into 4 main buckets. You've got your communication tools, your collaboration features, hubs for all that important HR info, and of course, platforms for social engagement. So let's dive into a few must-haves that employees really care about.
First up is something that sounds so simple, but believe me, it is incredibly powerful: a central company calendar. Just imagine a world where you never have to dig through your inbox for meeting details again, or where project deadlines and company holidays are all just right there in one place. That's what this does. It just kills confusion and saves everybody time.
Next up, and this one is absolutely 100% critical, a great search function. I mean, come on, there's nothing more frustrating than knowing a document exists somewhere, but you just can't find it. A really good, intuitive search is basically the backbone of any useful intranet.
And in today's world of hybrid and remote work, this one's a no-brainer. Mobile access is more important than ever. And the source material makes a really smart point here. You want to look for a dedicated mobile app, not just a website that works on a phone. It just creates a much smoother, more seamless experience for all your employees who aren't tied to a desk.
All right, so you've chosen your platform, you know what features you're looking for. The last piece of the puzzle is the payoff. How do you actually launch this thing successfully and make sure it becomes a tool your team can't live without for years to come?
This right here is a clear 5-step game plan. It all kicks off with a needs analysis, because you've got to solve the right problems from day one. From there, you build a strategy with clear goals to guide you. That helps you pick the right software, and seriously, use those free trials. Then, a solid launch with good training is absolutely key to getting everyone on board. And finally, this isn't a set-it-and-forget-it kind of deal. You have to monitor how it's being used and get feedback to keep making it better.
You know, a great platform is pretty much useless without great content. So think beyond just text updates.
Use images. Run polls to get people involved. You could even do something fun like a contest, where the first person to find a little hidden message in a post wins a gift card. The key is to keep it simple. Drop the corporate jargon and just make your intranet a place where people actually feel comfortable communicating.
You know, this is such an important point. Some people in leadership worry that social features are just going to be a big distraction. But this quote reframes it perfectly. It's not about wasting time, it's about building a sense of community and connection, which is more important than ever. That connection, that's the fuel for a great company culture.
And that really brings us to our final thought here. Whether you're being intentional about it or not, your company's culture is being shaped in its digital spaces. An intranet isn't just a tool, it's like the virtual headquarters where that culture gets built day in and day out. So the question is, are you just leaving that design to chance, or are you building it with purpose?